Alright, hello, Walter here, everyone. So in this video, I am going to show you how to add the campaigns and ad groups that we've previously made onto the editor before we upload them online. And later on in the course, we'll also cover how to add keywords and ads so that when they're posted onto the interface, they'll be showing on Google correctly. So before we begin, make sure you're in the campaigns section. So there's ad groups, campaigns here. This is where your keywords will be stored. This is where your ads will be stored. So we want to be in the campaigns section. And then what we want to do to begin with is go back into the Excel sheet, copy the campaigns that we've previously outlined, back into the editor. And what we do now is there are some menu options up here. You can manually add campaigns one by one and define them within the editor. But when you have this many campaigns and ad groups, this becomes a really cumbersome and slow process. So the point of Excel is to combine both tools to make the work of building out advertising campaigns more efficient. So the editor has this handy little button here, which lets you paste stuff directly into the editor, which is in your clipboard. So we've copied those campaigns from Excel. Now we're going to paste them here. You can see they're all here. We're going to process. Then the editor will summarize some of the changes that we've just made. So you can see it's outlined that we have added 8 campaigns, and we're going to finish and review. And the first thing you'll see here is that there are a load of error bars here. This is common when you've just uploaded new information onto the editor. And the best way to see what the problem is to go down here in the notification or error section. Before we do this, it's important to always review the changes that you've just made. So in this case, we want to keep the campaigns we've just uploaded, and now we want to fix these error bars. So you go ahead and highlight the campaigns, and then you can see here that there are 8 errors and then 16 suggestions. So first thing we want to do is see, okay, what is the error? So it says your budget is invalid. So in this section, you can see here that it's also highlighted the error. And the reason why it's an error is because we basically have no budget. So it's good to set campaign budget limits, especially when you're starting out fresh, to make sure that Google doesn't spend more money than you have. So we're going to go ahead and just put $10 here, and you can see the error messages disappear straight away. These suggestions down here are related to best practice recommendations that Google suggest when you add new campaigns into the editor. So you can see this one's related to manual bidding. This one is related to the fact that we have no active ad groups within these campaigns, which we'll do next. Before we add the ad groups to the campaigns, we want to make sure that all of these are paused. We won't enable the campaigns until we've added keywords and ads. So we need to do that first, but in the meantime, we want to pause these campaigns, and then we want to press post. So it's going to post 8 campaigns, and it's most likely added locations, which we can, before we post, we can check which locations it's added. So it's added the UK. I'm in the UK at the moment. It's smart. It knows we're in the UK. So actually, we might want to change these because they are French campaigns. We want to go in here and type France. Find location, select country France. And now this makes more sense, right? Then we go back into the campaigns. We've ensured that they're paused, and then we press post. And the editor will now post these onto our interface account online. Now, the next thing we want to do is add the ad groups as well. So you're going to go into the ad groups section. This is a previous ad group we've made. Back into Excel. And this is where you're going to select all the ad groups and campaigns we made in the previous video. You're going to copy those. And again, go back into the editor and press this button, Make Multiple Changes, where you can basically paste anything that's copied onto your clipboard. So So we're going to go ahead and press that. It's important just to double check that the headers match one another. So this is all correct. Then we're going to press process. And you can see here it's summarized the changes that we've made. What you're going to then say is finish and review. Again, it's outlined some errors. So the ads can serve from this ad group because we have no active keywords and targets added to these campaigns, which is fine. Unlike campaigns, we don't need to pause these because we've already paused our campaign. So you're going to go ahead and keep these changes. And then you're going to press post. I'm going to wait for that to post. Relatively quick job. And now I'm going to show you guys what I meant earlier on in the course, where you can see here that the editor has neatly added each ad group to the campaign. You can see how the ad groups, the broad match modified ad groups, match the match type defined within the campaign. And you can see that all our campaigns now contain these ad groups, which is exactly how we want it to be. So that's everything for now. The next module will cover the wonderful world of keywords. We'll discuss match types, user intent, the difference between different types of keywords. So check that out in the next part of the course.